Hi, everybody, and welcome to Dem Wise Girls. I'm your girl, Jada.
And I'm Nelly.
And I'm Lala. Thank you for tuning in.
We hope you guys had an amazing week, despite all the snow that we got. You guys saw all of that. I was like, really? We gonna do this? This is what we're gonna do now? So, but my week went well. I can't complain. I didn't have nowhere to go. I haven't been out the house since Sunday, actually.
Oh, wow.
I've been in the house all week. Yes, I've been in the house all week. Working. Work is back in full force. Semester's here. So I've been working. That's what I've been doing all week long. How was your week? How are you guys doing? What's going on? You all look so cute tonight. We all had the same idea.
We definitely
Give
did.
them that print. Give them
We
that
definitely did.
I tell you, we all have hoops on. We got the leopard. It's unplanned, but we cute.
Yes, it was not planned. I think we've been spending way too much time in quarantine together. Now we're thinking about wearing the same outfits without even having a conversation about it. That's the funny part. Hoops, whole nine.
The whole nine.
Yes.
So my week was pretty well. Like Jade said, the snow was ridiculous, redonkulous. Long Island, I know we got a lot. I think we got like 2 feet maybe. So I was in the house for 2 days because we had to do remote learning for work, which I dislike. We had one kid and her service was at her going in and out. So she was coming in class, going out class, coming in class. So it was pretty dry. I caught up on my Netflix. What else did I do? And then I got my hair done.
And it looks cute.
Thank you. Yeah, and then we went back to work on Wednesday. We only have 2 kids at the moment. We usually have 4. One moved. One's whole family has corona. And we have 2 that's left. So it's been pretty dull. The Super Bowl is this weekend. I'm so excited. I'm a football fanatic. Unfortunately, my team, we're sitting on the couch again. It's fine. We could eat bonbons and stuff. We get ready for next year.
I like the commercials.
Yes, I love the commercials. I don't know who's performing for the halftime show. So I'm excited about that. So yeah, my week went well. What about you, La?
Good. My week was good too. I was a little depressed with the snow. Unfortunately, I'm in the Poconos, so I get crammed with snow.
Yes.
So truthfully, it's pretty like the first hour or two that it's falling. And then after that, I'm over it. So I told my husband I really can't take another winter here. And he thinks I'm like not serious. No, I'm really serious about this. I'm very determined. Very determined. So much determined that we had a little altercation in terms of him. I'm telling him to update his resume and he wouldn't update it with his most recent work. And like, he's like, he doesn't understand why. And I'm like, because I need to start submitting it for you.
Right.
On the move. On the move.
We out.
So I was home working till Wednesday at noon. And then at noon, I went into work. But otherwise, I've been home. So I'm having a great week, exercising, eating right, feeling good.
You go, girl. Because I can't see I'm eating right.
Me neither.
I am out here trying to look fly. Trying to change up. You don't want to be the same person all the time. Same person, personality, but look-wise, you want to be a little different. You want to throw them off every now and then.
You can like, wait a minute.
Throw you off a little now and then. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But like I said, my week went good. I can't complain. I had a good week. I'm working from home this semester, which is nice. It's been busy. I have a less amount of students, which is nice. So I could really focus and zero in more on certain things. So that's always a plus. But I can't complain. I had a good week. You know, I'm not a fan of the snow, but I dealt with that. I'm like you, La. I'm ready to relocate someplace nice and warm. I'm ready to go to Florida. A friend of mine just moved down there, and I said, "Well, how's the weather?" She said, "Well, you know, it's only 80 degrees here today," and I was like,
I wish.
"Word, really? That's what we're gonna talk about right now."
That's how you gonna do it?
It's terrible. Terrible what we're
Yes.
experiencing.
Terrible.
Terrible.
It is.
Yeah.
It really truly is. So I totally understand that. I totally do. So we have been having some sidebar conversations, and I know we all saw this post that I'm about to share on the screen on the Shade Room from Miss Tami Roman. For those of you who may not know, Miss Basketball Wives herself from Miami to LA. Miss Real World, that was the first official reality show she was actually on. I love Tami. She's hilarious. She's honest. She's candid. And she makes me laugh all the time. I felt like she gave Basketball Wives so much life. And I really, really appreciate it. But she had posted on Twitter, when we're friends, you better keep my business to yourself. And if we fall out, you better let what you know about my business die right along with the friendship. Okay? All right. So what do you ladies think about that? What do you think about what she said? Do you agree? Do you disagree? What are your thoughts?
She's absolutely right. When we are friends, we keep our business about each other to ourselves, each other's business. You know, we keeping things private.
Keep it in the circle. In the circle.
Keep it in the code, okay? And then when we fall out or we might not come back, whatever business you know about me, that flies out the window, okay?
That's right.
We are not secret tellers. Okay, we are not. What's that word? When we are not snitches. Okay, we don't do that in these streets.
Do believe snitches get stitches.
Okay, you can get caught up in so much drama, so much lies. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. It's worth it to just keep it. Oh hell, it's worth it to just keep whatever you know about each other to yourself. Because if it comes out later on, it could hurt her. It can hurt you as well. Right. So keep. I love you, sis, but got you.
Right. Loyalty is everything. You tell me something, you tell me in confidence. Even if it's us, them wise girls talking, it's in confidence. And trust, we fall out, it dies. Because if I find out it don't die,
it's on and popping.
Coming.
Especially if I tell you something that is really like maybe something only I know. I feel like you don't need to go and tell everybody else. And sometimes, I'm going to say this too, sometimes people do that because they're so deathly hurt by what has been done by the person. They will turn around and they will be like, well, so-and-so did such and such, but there's a level of loyalty that you should have in a friendship. And I'm speaking from personal experience because that has happened to me, not the person telling my business, but the loyalty was so disrespected, I will say, it really hurt me. So sometimes you want to say things to expose people for the dirt that they do to you, not so much to just tell their business, but for people to know, no, this person's not who they say they are. This person is somebody totally different. And no, I'm going to let you know what the tea is. Here goes the sugar. Here goes the lemon. Let me tell you what this is.
And here's the stir.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I find that it's like that as well. Some people will just say this to let you know this person did me dirty. Not to just be mean and vindictive, but this person really did me dirty. Let me give you the honest truth about who this person really is.
Yes. And the thing is people, like you said, they get so hurt that they start dishing it out because of that hurt. But in the end, really, what is it solving?
Nothing.
It's not solving anything.
Right.
Nothing. I appreciate us because we share so much. We share so much. I look too much.
We share too much.
We share too much.
We're a little too free, hence the same outfits. Now we're just thinking alike.
You know, but we share, not only are we family, but we're also really good friends. You know, we
Yeah.
have become great friends throughout this whole year, throughout this whole COVID year. We have become great friends and more closer as family. So I do appreciate you girls. You know, I pour my heart out. You know, we have cried many nights. We had wine many nights. So you know, our loyalty to each other and as family is greatly appreciated from me to you guys.
Because we're blood at the
Because
end of the day. We don't have to
exactly,
be close, but we
exactly,
are close. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? We don't have to be how we are. We didn't have to have them wise girls. We didn't have to talk on the phone every day. We didn't have
every day.
to FaceTime each
Mm-hmm,
other all the time. We didn't have
mm-hmm,
to share our deepest thoughts with each other. We didn't have to be of support to each other when we're going through certain things. We didn't have
mm-hmm,
to do those things. But because of the love and bond we created over time with COVID, is why
mm-hmm.
we're sitting where we're sitting now. And it makes you even more anxious to want that COVID to be over because you want to be with your family. You want to be with each other, hang out with each other, you know, kick it, talk, be in person, be in the flesh, not just over FaceTime or Zoom. So, you
Yeah.
know, I appreciated COVID for that aspect because it brought us so much closer together. We text each other here and there, but honestly, we didn't do it the way we doing it now. And now it's true love all the way around.
And it's
Love
genuine. It's also
Mhm.
yes.
genuine. It's not fake. It's not, oh, it's because I'm
Nope.
doing it.
Honey, if it was fake,
No.
I wouldn't be here right now. I don't be
Okay, me
playing
either.
that.
I still be asleep. Okay.
This is
It's
true.
purely
Yes.
genuine. Even when we were younger, we weren't as close, but we were always together.
Yeah.
Family events, funerals, we were always together. We would hang out together, but we weren't as like close, like stick like glue close. So I love you guys.
Love you too, always
I
and forever.
love you too. That's
Okay.
right,
And I'm not just gonna sing that for you.
Forever.
Always, always. So yes, that's exactly how we feel. We were also talking about something very family related as well that Lala has been wanting to do for some time, myself included. I have been wanting to do this for some time as well. And we're trying to get the whole family on board with this idea. Tell them what the idea is, La.
So I don't know if any of you realize, but there is a family resemblance among the three of us.
Yes.
With that, we like to explore further. And as you know, we've been saying we would like to go on and find out who our true, how do I say, who our true ancestors are. We really want to know if we come from where we think we come from. We think that we're Native American. We think that we may have a bit of Chinese. This is just our ties that tie us together. But outside of each other, we all, we all have various ethnicities that we say or claim we carry. So do we really? What do you guys think? Do you guys want to take this journey with me?
Absolutely. I would
I
love
do.
to take this journey.
I do. Yeah. Because I know we have a mixture. Like you said, we have Cherokee. I think I heard Irish too or something in there. So
That's
we
new.
have
I never heard
Chinese.
Irish. I heard Chinese.
I
That's
heard
how I got my
Chinese.
name, Jade. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
I heard.
I did.
I know we a mutt. Just put it there. I know we some mutts. So I would love to see what our ancestry is because that would be very
Too.
interesting.
I think it's good to know. It's good to know health wise, to know where you come from, what illnesses may run in your family,
Mm-hmm.
certain things like that. I think it's always good to know and have that knowledge. And I've always wanted to know more about where we come from and what we do. I just know that our family was down in Virginia and moved up north. And
Yep.
that's pretty much, it. But I want to know more. And I remember my grandmother telling me about their aunt who was full-fledged Indian, beautiful woman, long hair,
Long hair.
absolutely
Mm-hmm.
gorgeous
Dark
woman.
black.
Mm-hmm.
Gorgeous woman. And I just want to know more about our family. I enjoy getting together every weekend, having our family Zooms, and I just want to dig deeper into who we really are. My grandmother's getting older, so her memory is failing her at times. But when I tell you she could tell a story, honey, I'll be sitting there like this. What? What? Really? What? She really enjoys telling her family history and talking
Mhm.
about
And to
growing
think it was
up.
so many of them.
There's so
Yes,
many of them.
yes, it definitely,
My
definitely
grandfather
was.
too. He's a storyteller.
Yes,
Sometimes, he's 87. Sometimes you're like, what are you? Okay, But he can tell you things that happened in 18 something something and this and that. And
yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, all
Yeah,
right.
the mind could be sharp for certain things, but as they get older, it fails them,
Yeah,
which is why I think it's good that we do this so that way
yeah.
we could help the younger generation, La's baby girl, know exactly who she is, where she comes from. And if we turn around and have children, they know and they could come to a realization of who they are as well. So I'm all for taking a test. I'm like super excited about this.
So you're on for taking tests. Nelly?
Yeah.
Yes.
All
I'm
right.
on take long as it's not the vaccine. I'm,
Oh
We
no,
ain't
no, no.
taking
We're
no,
not
we
taking
ain't
no
taking no
vaccine.
vaccine up in here.
you never know. People might be doing it. Hey, let me stick you with some water in your body so you use the COVID-19 vaccine. Oh no.
We're gonna be swabbing, not giving needles.
Oh, okay. All
Yes.
right. All right. All right.
So, in the last couple years, DNA, ancestry, has really been a big thing.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, due to COVID, it has kind of taken a back seat because, that's just not folks' interests. So, as of late, within the end of December into January, and even now February, a lot of DNA companies are running a lot of specials. So, now would be the opportune time. Now, the only thing is that there are so many companies. There's 23andMe, there's Ancestry, there's MyHeritage. Now, you may say, well, which one really should I take? Which one is going to be a benefit to me? Jade and I and Nelly have put together a nice segment to share with you, our viewers, to help you if you yourselves are thinking of taking this journey with us. And if you are, please share in the comments below. So without
Please
further ado,
do.
let's go ahead and share some of the information. And I know in particular what I think I want to do. I'm
Which
not
one do you
sure.
want to do? Because I only pulled
Okay.
up, I guess maybe that's because that's the one I want to do. I want to
Okay.
do
Which one?
I want to do Ancestor.
Yeah.
I want to do that one. So that's the
So
one.
I actually, oh, go on.
No, go ahead. What was you gonna say?
So
I want to do
so I
ancestral DNA.
Okay.
That's
okay,
the one
so
I want to do.
which one you want to do ancestral DNA too now?
Yeah. I think
That's the
that's
one
the
I
most
want to do.
easiest one.
And I wanted to do, bear with me, hold on. I want to do the family tree DNA one.
Oh, I never
But
heard of that
so
one.
so being that you guys had wanted to do the ancestry one, go through some things that really how do I say pulled you in terms of why you wanted to do that one, and I can also share my research in terms of what I found in comparing them.
You know what it is? This one to me is well known. Like you've
Yeah.
heard of it. I know people who have done it. I know people who have used their website and they've gotten back results and they're shocked and like, wow, I didn't know it was this. I didn't know it was that. So in regards to something like this, I would want to do something well known, which is why I want to do this one, the ancestry one, because I feel like it's well known. People use it a lot. People have gotten their results back fine. I want to use one that has been on the market, very usable by people. So that's why I decided to use this one.
Mhm. And the reason why I wanted to do this one as well as Jade said, it is well known. Um, I think this one really breaks it down. It really gives you the percentage of the different parts of culture that you have in your family. So I think that's another reason. Because when I looked at it, I said, "Oh, it gives you percentage is not just saying, oh, you're this, you're this, you're that. No, it breaks it down. So it's a little bit more easier to understand for me.
Mhm.
And it
To
also links you with other family members who have done it, which I think is
oh,
super interesting because have you ever Googled yourself?
yes,
I've
yes.
Googled myself before. You know, certain search engines, I can't talk
Mm-hmm.
tonight, pick you up. So like if you're on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, stuff like that, they pick you
Space.
up. And if you keep going and look to see where your name is coming from, because I did that with my name, you might find your ancestors if they're already on that website, the ancestors, if they're
Oh,
there, you might could look to see who's related, who's
Yes.
here, who's, you know. So I like it for that aspect because, you know, although our family is a nice size, it's a small family.
it
It's not
is.
like we're a huge, big family. Although
Yeah,
there were 7 of them,
yeah.
it's still it's not as big as you might think it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I would love to see if maybe we do have family out there, you know, who we never spoke to or know about. I think that would be
Mm-hmm.
really amazing, especially if they live in the Bahamas.
Okay, we coming. We coming. Wherever you are, we coming.
That's right.
So,
So did
which
you
one you
know?
wanted to do?
Well, in looking at the ancestry.com, that was a big contender for me. And they actually were founded in the 1990s, so it actually is one of the longest standing DNA companies out there. However, over the years, they have gone through a lot of turnover in that they were bought out. They were bought, sold, publicly traded, and then purchased by private equities. So my only concern is you know, a lot of times things when it comes to governmental things or even research, sometimes your data is not as private as you would like it to be. That's my only reason why I wasn't big on ancestry.com. I do think that they have the largest how do I say, pool in terms of comparing your DNA against other potential matches, and which is exactly what we want. We want to find other family members. We want to know who we are. We want to know what paths our people crossed across the earth potentially.
Right.
One dream of mine is always to find out if my paternal grandfather came through Ellis Island. That's always been
Ooh.
one of my things that I've wanted to know. I truthfully have been lazy and not really done my research. I've never been to Ellis Island. You
That
know,
would be a
maybe,
nice trip.
maybe
Yeah.
COVID, after COVID, I could go and we could look through it and figure it out. But I just I I did a lot of research in it, and I've looked at a couple articles and compared and contrasted. And for me, Ancestry, I am willing, if the group would prefer Ancestry.com, I will do it through them. But
Cool.
my favorite choice was the Family Tree DNA. They were founded only in the 2000s, so they still are fairly new. But what I like about them is their security piece is that they allow you to opt in or opt out of sharing your genetic information for research purposes or with law enforcement. You know, a lot of times law enforcement wants to gain information on you with regards various reasons for various reasons. But for me, I just rather not. Just personal feelings, you know,
And that's
and
fine.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
honest, I'm more than willing to go the other route. The other thing with Family Tree DNA is that they offer 3 types of tests. They offer the autismal DNA, they offer the Y DNA, and the MT DNA. So they offer the maternal DNA. They like in terms of they source for the maternal DNA side of you or of your. You can either provide saliva or you can do the swab in many of the DNA tests out there today. I believe this particular one, you actually do the swab. So what they do is they test, they look for your maternal links,
Mm-hmm.
your paternal links, and then the links between the two.
Right.
So I like that. And the other thing is that the results provide you on your ethnicity, the geographical areas or origins of, so basically where your people came from, the identities of potential relatives, just like Ancestry, and then it identifies, it gives you access to their whole database. So I wanted to more or less, be able to access. Same thing, Ancestry gives you access to their database to look through if there's any matches. So overall, I think the two companies do have very similar takes, like takeaways. Just the security aspect, or the privacy. I shouldn't say security. The privacy aspect is what
which is important. I believe
Yeah.
that's super important. But in today's world, how private really are we private?
None.
Unfortunately, we're
Absolutely
not.
none.
So that's just the only thing. But I feel if you're in a situation where you can be private, absolutely
Yeah.
take
Do
that
it, yeah.
opportunity to be private, so that way you're not
Yes.
sharing certain crucial information
Mhm.
with other people who may not know or don't need to know your personal business to that degree. But you know what I'm about. What's the price?
Okay.
True. So I will tell you, this particular company actually does their DNA testing in-house, whereas Ancestry uses Quest Diagnostics. I'm not sure if
Right.
you're familiar with Quest
Yes, they have
Diagnostics.
Quest, a bunch
Oh,
all here.
Yeah.
Quest
There's one.
Diagnostics.
There's
so
one
yeah.
right near me. Mhm.
So yep. So Quest Diagnostics would be a third-party vendor, whereas with them doing it in-house, the DNA is in-house. So it's not like it would be a potential, how to say, a breach of privacy
Or
on a
tampered
third
with.
party.
It's with one particular company.
exactly.
They're taking the ownership over your
Yeah.
DNA.
Exactly. So with Family Tree, it's $79,
Okay,
which
that's
is
good.
base
That's not
price.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, $79. And then the tests are currently on sale for, so the other tests, remember I told you there's 3 kinds of tests. So you can also take other tests, or get a package that includes. So the highest package right now is on sale for $139. So there's a $139 package, a $99 package, and then a $79 package. So they're not too pricey.
Yeah.
They are, there are companies that are cheaper. But
Mhm.
the thing is that you want to look at companies that are reputable.
Yeah.
You can go to CVS and pick up a DNA test and mail it out.
Right.
Not an issue. You could go to Rite Aid, Walgreens, any of Walmart.
Right. But you want a
is it going to
reputable
be better?
place.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And then the other thing is that a lot of companies, in looking at the research, people waste their money and they're not giving them aggregated, they're giving them base level information. Oh, we think that you came from Africa.
We
Okay,
think.
but Africa.
Right.
Africa is a large place. Where?
Right.
It
You
is.
know? So
Right.
It is.
that's another thing. I really would want to know really where we came from. Who are we? Are we part of the Cherokee tribe? Are we part of the Cree?
The
Not
trees.
tree.
The
Cree,
trees.
Blackfoot.
Cree.
Blackfoot or
Cree.
Black.
Or
One of
Blackfoot.
them.
Yeah, I don't know. Chanel says Cherokee. You say
I heard Cherokee.
Your grandmom says Blackfoot.
Blackfoot.
My grandmom, before she died, said Cree. Who really knows?
Who knows?
That's why we're
Who
sisters,
knows?
so we could find out.
Who knows?
Each of the sisters, which our grandmothers were sisters, each sister told each grand something
Different
separate.
tribe.
And also, I have to say this, there was an age gap between them. So
Yes.
remember, like, there's a nice little age gap in between. I think my grandmother and Nellie's grandmother are the closest in age, because
Yeah.
it was Nellie's grandmother,
Oh.
then my grandmother is the youngest out of their
Mhm.
whole family. And your grandmother was a little further up. She has a sister, and they have a sister in between.
In between.
In between
Mhm.
La's grandma and Nellie's grandma. So,
Mhm.
Maybe different times, different information.
different
I
jobs.
don't know.
Who knows? It's just interesting. It's all interesting how it's 7 of them.
7.
And
5 girls,
7
2
of them.
boys.
That's
Really
enough.
8. Remember, there's really 8.
It's really 8. But it's interesting how we all have different parts of nationalities that we have in this family of ours. Even though we're not big, like Jay said, we're really not that big. But if you knuckle down to the nitty gritty, we're not that big. But we have expanded. You know, we got Lauren over there. We got my sister. We got
My brother.
Your brother. Yeah, we started to grow a little bit on the other way.
Yeah.
I just, I find it interesting. Just, tonight I had mentioned prior to coming on, I said I never thought Jade and I looked alike. I always thought Chanel and I looked alike, but I never thought Jade and I looked alike. And tonight
I look like my dad's family.
You do, but tonight you look like
I do. You and my mom look alike, because I would hear people say, "Oh, she does look like your family." Yeah, you look like you're related. So yeah, because my mom looks like my grandmother, but I look like my dad's family. But I do have the wise personality, that's for sure.
Too.
I look like my dad's. Actually, now I look like my mom. Me and my mom are.
To me, you look like your mom now.
I think you look like your mom too.
We're twins. We go to the store all the time, and I would call mom. They go, "Mom." Yeah, she's my mother, not my sister. And then when it's me and my sister, Emma, oh, good, you girls look like sisters. No, we're sisters. She's the mother. Oh my goodness. So yeah, now I see it. So
I look forward to sharing that with everyone.
I did too.
Soon, so we'll have to figure it out, and soon we'll be able to share our details with you.
Yes, and if you're looking to do something like that, definitely do your research and look into the information. It's, I think, a really amazing thing to do, especially now because we're in COVID. Because like I always say, family health is important, and knowing exactly maybe what triggers we have in our family and things that we might battle with. And I think that's always a good idea to, research your family tree and see what's going on. So I think definitely do it. If you do it, let us know. We want to be a part of it.
Please.
Yes. Ladies, can we please, before we leave, can we please talk about the lady on Instagram who used Gorilla Glue on her head?
I mean, her hair was laid, but that was not the thing for her to do whatsoever.
I don't even know how.
I want to know how she did it, because Gorilla Glue, when you spray it out the can, I know it didn't tinkle like the regular Got2b glue. So I don't know where she thought she could just lay it and be okay. Like, sis hair is laid, okay? She could probably.
It was laid, but when she put that shampoo on it and it didn't move, I was like, "Wow!"
It looked like a globe.
It did. All she did was shine it up. Oh my goodness!
I was like, "What?" She's like, "Did you see Gorilla Glue respond?"
Yes.
They said that's not for your hair.
So and the thing is how do you take it off? You can't shave it because now your hair is attached to your scalp.
Yes, so I keep looking at the comments between the shade room and other people who have shared it. They keep saying if she has to soak her hair in olive oil. That's what I keep seeing, is soaking her hair in olive oil, or just shave it off, or just, I heard surgical, which I'm like, ma'am, surgical?
I've
heard they're gonna have to cut her scalp off. It's gonna be scalped.
Yeah.
That's too much.
Yeah. Sis, okay, if anything, sis hair is laid. She could probably go.
It looked so pretty, and I loved her scalp. That braid that she had. It was pretty, but honey, she should not have done that. Folks, don't do that at home. Do not do that at home.
Gorilla Glue is an adhesive for
the strongest adhesive
for wood, for things of construction nature.
Exactly. Not for your hair. Do not use that for your hair. That's a no. No.
Your edges, not for your eyebrows, not for your nails.
That was horrible.
Oh my goodness. I feel so bad for her.
I think that Gorilla Glue is actually stronger than Crazy Glue.
Yes,
Think
Yeah,
it's
it
the
is.
world's strongest
It
adhesive.
is. It is stronger than Crazy Glue.
Way stronger. It's a gorilla. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
This
a
is gonna.
gorilla.
I feel so bad for when I first saw it. I was like, "Why she look like she's about to cry?" And then I
I felt
swapped
bad for
over.
her, but then I don't feel bad for her because
Yeah,
sis should have read the directions. Come on.
you should have
You a
known.
grown woman.
You should
She
have known.
ain't no
Didn't she
teenager.
look like
It wasn't no teeny bopper. She was a
okay?
grown woman.
Didn't
And she
she
should
look
have read it.
like the comedian just
Yeah, just hilarious. Yeah,
yes,
she
She
looked a
just
did.
little bit
hilarious.
like
She
her.
was just like her. She
And
kind
she, I
of
believe,
sound.
just had a baby.
Who? The one
Oh,
who did the hair?
No, that
not
the
just
comedian.
no.
Just
The young
didn't
girl
have a
that you're talking
baby. She
about?
has a son. He's
She
like
has a
5 or
son.
6 or 7,
Oh, I'm
something
so
like that.
No, girl.
I'm
Oh,
sorry. I'm very
Long day
confused.
baby.
I'm confusing it with someone else. Excuse me.
Long day baby.
But I always enjoy talking to you ladies. It's
I enjoy
always a
talking with y'all
ball.
always. If you guys have a
yes.
business you want us to shout out, please drop the comments, or you can also email us at demwisegirls@gmail.com. So you can also leave it in the comments too. We'll make sure to follow up with you guys. We hope you enjoyed our show, and we'll be back with another fire episode of Dem Wise Girls. Thank you for watching, everybody. Bye.
Bye.